alert for you. You are looking live. Al Gore, Senate side on Capitol Hill. Global warming is the big issue right now. Bernie Sanders among the questioners. Hot air is the deadline.
Fourth unanimous report in 15 years agrees with the consensus that I've stated.
Senator Gore, my time is almost expired completely. Are you aware of that?
If I could complete my
answer.
If
you do, then that my time's expired. Are you aware of that?
I can't help that, but because you went on for a long time. But I would like.
No, I have 15 minutes.
I have.
You have had 30 minutes. I had 15. You've got to let me have my 15 minutes, Senator Gore.
If I could just.
I can respond to what you said.
Complete my response.
Well, you've already done it.
Well, this guy says drop the debate. Al's got an agenda, and it is going to cost all of us a lot. He is John Berlau. He is author of Eco Freaks. So you've been seeing this played out, John. What do you think?
I think Al Gore is making, he used the doctor analogy, and he's making the wrong prescription.
All right, now, part of his prescription is getting everyone to acknowledge the illness, that we have a serious problem with global warming, CO2 emissions are causing it. He even referred to other planets as evidence of that. What do you make of that?
A slight temperature increase in itself is not necessarily a problem that can't be overcome. What Gore does is he links everything from malaria to storms, which there really is no consensus. In fact, with malaria, I would say the consensus is that, according to the Centers for Disease Control and other bodies, that global warming is a very small factor in it, and that what's a bigger cause is the ban on the pesticide DDT that got to combat the malaria-spreading mosquitoes that Gore and other environmentalists have championed, and that's what's causing a major cause of malaria resurgence in some of the.
All right, well, let's stick to the subject here, John. The issue that's come up against Al Gore, by at least those who don't buy into this global warming thing, is that he's ramming it down people's throats, and that he chose a Democratic-controlled Congress to make that statement, even though Republicans, when they controlled Congress, wanted him to do the same thing. What do you make of that?
I think that there's a good case to be made, but I will say this: I mean, at least now he's getting some tough questions, and he can't say that there's no debate, because there are debates about the intensity of storms and about whether even whether a temperature increase is necessarily harmful. Even the British government Stern report acknowledges in some regions there will be more crops growing and there will be less lives lost to cold-related illnesses such as hypothermia. There are a lot of unanswered questions about the effects of global warming, and Gore is finally having to answer those questions, at least from some members of Congress.
All right, but this is the same body, largely the Democrats on both these panels in the House, early with his testimony in the Senate right now, who say that Al Gore was ahead of an issue when no one was. Back 20 years ago, I think he conducted the first hearings into this. And that now history has caught up with him. So whether you buy or reject this global warming thing, he is the right man at the right time. And he has galvanized support for an issue that most people really know very little about, but they assume he's right. What do you make of that?
I think I don't mean to be off topic, but like with things like malaria and protecting against storms, he's diverting to some of the wrong things. If we think we can solve everything by reducing greenhouse gases rather than taking basic public health prescriptions, he's the wrong man at the wrong time.
All right, John Berlau, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
In the meantime, the more